So, obviously, going back to our current 6-4 gaming league, we do have the orange Protoss in the top right-hand corner. His name is Loco, and he's from Team Megashock.
Yes, and on the bottom right, his opponent from Team Vega, it's Bunny, the blue Terran.
And so, what I like to see, what I like about Into Valley is it does really tend, like Whirlwind, to try and turn it into a macro game. 3 bases can be taken, relatively easy for Protoss, relatively well defended, especially in this position where your third is kind of will be, for the Terran where he is currently positioned, away from their army. They will have to kind of pass the Protoss army to get to the third. When it's army versus army, obviously drops will be different. But it will tend towards, with the positions of the players, towards a macro game. Yeah. And I'm just waiting to see, what kind of composition do you feel that the Protoss will go for in this match? Do you think it will be High Templar start, or do you think it will be Colossus open? Obviously, one or the other usually is chosen.
It's so hard to call. I mean, I don't know what Loco's playstyle is in this matchup.
Yes.
So yeah,
I think on this matchup I'd probably prefer. I think I'd like to see High Templar open.
Yeah, I always like to see High Templars open. I'm a big fan of them, but yeah, you never know. Some people are just more comfortable with a Colossus opener. It just depends on comfort rather than
personal viewing.
Yeah.
But I think the reason I think this is because with the Terran obviously wanting to do a lot of damage during the early mid game against Protoss. I think High Templar open is, if there's any kind of micro mistakes, you can really capitalize as Protoss with Storm, with feedback on the medevacs. That could really be the difference in the game at this stage, where Terran does have to force the issue almost.
Well, as you say, the mid game, that's what it's gonna happen. For now, we'll just have to wait and see what both players do. We see a 1-rack 6-pound going up from Bunny. Very standard.
Indeed. And the pylon at the back of the base makes me feel like he's going to lose some. He wants to hide some tech there later on.
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know. Something funky.
Yeah, DTs.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, very possible. It could be something as outside zany as that. And it doesn't get away.
Well, I'm a big fan of placing my tech a bit closer to the ramp, because you usually get dropped either behind your mineral line or in the corner of the base.
Yes. Of the main where
you want to put your tech in the least vulnerable position so it doesn't get sniped by a drop if you don't pay attention for a second or something. But we see the LCV makes it back home, bunker finishes just in time before the Zealot can do anything, and it will be fine. Nice control.
And as you saw, they didn't actually put themselves in the bunker because it was just a Zealot. He was hoping the Zealot would try and move up there. Obviously, then he can just micro the Marines and kill that Zealot. That 3 Marines is enough to kill that Zealot. And now he's going to move out with 4 Marines. And the Stalker is actually on waypoint, it looks like.
Yeah, it is. So
it's stopped now. Yes, has to be careful there if he could get caught. But I do like that. He's not putting them in the bunker. He's leaving them on the outside, and he can put them in if needs be. Otherwise,
he can micro the weak ones back into the bunker so they don't get killed. Second gas going up, 2 gates following. All very standard opener from both players.
Yeah, indeed. And second bunker going down here. Kind of surprised that the second bunker is actually going down, because his opponent, he hasn't actually scouted his opponent's taken another base. But we are going to see 3-gate robo follow up to this. So at the moment, it looks like
it doesn't necessarily indicate Colossus play.
No.
But yeah, I think the odds are still 50-50. It can be just used for observers.
Yes. High ground vision, war pins. Obviously, where that depot is there, it's just a spot in his natural. It's just a spot any pylons around the base.
And you can also see incoming coming to that back door. Because if you see the positioning, that backdoor path is a viable option if you get unscouted.
And the pylon at the third, again, just for timings. All the Protoss is doing here is just trying to get as much information as possible as to when his opponent is going to be taking his third, when his opponent's going to be moving out.
Yeah, and It's gonna be whether when will they take the third bases.
Yes.
It's gonna matter now, or what is Terran going to do with his first few medivacs? Is he actually getting? Yeah, it actually looks like he's setting up for a +1 timing with his first medivacs.
And we do see the Robo Bay going down, so it is going to be Colossus here.
There we go. There's our confirmation. We don't want to make preemptive calls.
No, I was hoping for High Templar, but I'm bitterly disappointed. I'm not going to lie. No, it's fine. We do see the turret going up at the natural as well, so that's obviously just to stop the observer scouts and also DTs into the main, as much as possible for either, really. But what I do like to see is we're going double tech lab off of 3 barracks, so I think it will turn into the upgrades will be done quicker, slightly faster.
Yeah. So we can,
and also more heavily marauder based later on.
Yeah, so his push, as soon as it arrives, it might have combat shields. Perhaps it's timed like that. We will have to wait and see.
I think you're right. I think it'll be very close. Combat shields won't be done when the medevacs will be done, but they'll be done, I suspect, when they get across the map.
But the first Colossus is on the way for Loco, and that should keep him safe from a frontal attack. But is he going to be prepared enough for a potential drop, or a double drop, perhaps? Yeah,
no, that's very true. I'm unsure as to whether or not whether he will actually have enough, because his actual ground army at the moment isn't very large.
Yeah, look at Bunny's army. It's pretty beefy, to be honest. It's a pretty strong army.
Yeah, double, as you said, medevac, 2 marauders, a ton of marines, and stim plus combat shields will be done.
Yeah, together with concussive shells. So there we go. Now it's going to be the question. He's going to send a factory into the Protoss, his base, just to check out what's going on, where is his army positioned, is there an opportunity for me to drop?
And he just scans in time and sees what he's got, and there's the double drop.
Oh, but
he's going to move it right across.
Oh, that's really very smart. That was a very, very... Yeah, it was a risky play, but it could have paid off though.
It could, yeah, because obviously
the response time from Loco was really good on the force field.
Yeah, and losing both those medevacs there has really put the Protoss back ahead here.
I really liked what our Terran player Bunny tried to do there, but unfortunately for him, the response from Loco was way too good.
Yeah, really spot on.
And he might lose his factory even.
But yeah, I think you're right. I think it's going to go down.
Loco follows the standard rule: you defend against a Terran push and expand.
And I think he's going to put some counter pressure on. But we do see 2 medevacs going down. Some marine, obviously, it looks like he's going to have, I suspect we'll see some bunkers going down pretty soon. No, no, bunkers won't be down if he does put any down here.
I think his army is still large enough. There we go, the bunkers.
Yeah. And if he pushes now, though, is he going to just push to the 3rd? That wouldn't be a bad option here, just to push to the 3rd.
Yeah, and he knows this, and he lifts up the 3rd fast enough. The stalkers go in and try to put some pressure on that.
The thing is, the factory's gone down, so he now can't make a 2nd starport here, which I bet he feels like he needs to do, because he is floating minerals here. And I think, exactly, a 2nd starport would definitely be necessary. But that factory has been killed, so he's 2
Colossus though. If he sets up a good flank, he still might be able to snipe it. He's now just baiting the force field out, and
single file in those units through, and then another good force field.
He did some damage though on that Colossus, and that one Colossus might fall.
No,
nice micro there.
Yeah,
very nice control.
Very solid micro there. But he has pushed him back for now. But even so, I feel like this is still in the favour of the Protoss, because he now has his 3rd up. Stalker is at the 3rd of his opponent.
Yeah, but the Stalker will be taken out.
Well, there's still no factory, so a 2nd starport can't be added. He can't be adding into any tech, for any further tech in that for those upgrades, because off of 1 starport against the 3 base Protoss, he just won't have enough Vikings or medevacs to have for his.
Yeah, I feel he has to make a choice now: either roll with a lot less medivacs, because he doesn't have that option to produce a lot of air units and anti-air.
Yes.
And with
And here
4
comes
Colossus
the
on the
shot.
map now, that's gonna cause an issue. Unless he can absolutely get a good concave, and Colossus aren't super strong if you get a good concave up. And it's all gonna come down to that.
I think the Protoss will be willing to move into this. The area effect damage that he can do with 4 Colossus against this bio army.
Yeah, and there's not enough medivacs to heal the bio up. Oh,
No, exactly.
they're
They
gonna stim.
keep full stimming. He's not small stimming his little bits of his army. It's full stim, and as you said, 2 medevacs. There's no energy left on those medevacs now.
Yeah.
If that gets, if there's an engagement now, he's going to be really in trouble. And it's still just 1 starport. I'm surprised he hasn't realised his mistake here. He's got his Ghost Academy up though, so obviously he's going to try and get. And here comes the big push. And yeah, so I'm just waiting to see how this can progress here, because not only that, it's 2-2 for his opponent versus 0-1 for.
But he is getting 5 ghosts now, and will EMP make a difference here?
Be the difference. There is an observer with the Protoss army. It will all about can he snipe that observer, but the upgrades are really the difference as well.
Yeah, it's
now
2-2.
1-1 versus 2-2.
Yeah, and we have 2-1 finishing up for the Terran.
Just
So it's only 1 upgrade difference
now,
in favor of the Protoss. But the Protoss is taking now a 4th base behind this.
And then that will start. His economy will start to kick in, and he can then start trading properly, because
even the Protoss is just having a dominant map presence and has High Templars on the map already, with Storm about to finish up. So is he just gonna wait for 3-3 and then just go really aggressive, you think?
Yeah, I think that wouldn't be a bad timing, because obviously they're both maxed out. 3-3, he's going to be ahead, and 3-3 isn't far away now. About 50 seconds away from being finished.
You will see good EMPs. There's a good Templar spread.
Yeah, as you said, a very solid Templar spread. Gets 1 solid EMP off, but here comes the move, and that's just not enough. Vikings there. But there's he's having to micro his force back here.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, because he still has a lot of ground army, and it's mainly Marauders.
And no, there's just not enough here. The Vikings are going to kill that. No, yes, those do go down, and then it's just 1 medevac. And now it's all about the resupply. That was a very solid engagement for both players.
Yeah, that was a very good blink, yes. Very good blink on sniping that ghost right there, if you saw it.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Obviously, I think he would have won. The Protoss there was really trying to wait for 3-3. The Terran has just interrupted that with a solid push before that.
Yeah, and
now
really now switch into full Templar production, or we just like add another Robo perhaps and go double Robo production, cause his opponent doesn't have that much Vikings, so he can make his Colossus more efficient. Here we see 4th base for Terran right now.
And now the factory's being made, because I think he's only just realised, or he must have only just realised that he's only got, the 1 starport, and now this Remax is really going to hurt him here.
And look how the Protoss is positioning right now. He's setting up an attack towards that 4th base.
Yeah, and we're just waiting to see.
Yeah, the EMPs need to be good here from Bunny.
It is going to be 3-3 versus 2-1 as well in terms of upgrades. And 3-2 is not going to be ready for this push.
No. I don't think. Yeah, as I said, it's all going to come down to the EMPs. It's only 1 Colossus though, so with good control, with good micro, he will perhaps be able to take it. But we see a Zealot run by.
Yeah, a Zealot run by into the natural. But there's quite a good Sim City there. But he's still going to get a lot of stuff into that 3rd.
Yeah, look at the concave Loco has set up there, and the Zealots go into the natural, doing a lot of damage right there.
And there's just not enough Marines. It's having to pull back quite a bit of an army here to deal with these these Zealots.
Yeah, and this would be a great timing to move in for a Protoss player while he's microing against all these Zealots.
And now it's only just being cleared up now, but we do see 16 workers going down there.
Yeah.
And now the Protoss is actually just outside of range. And I think he's just trying to get a good position, and he's getting a good position here. At the 3rd, he's going to block it off here between the.
But the flank is possible here for the Terran. Can he get the EMPs he wants off though?
And I just don't think he has enough. He does get
EMP's
the high
all
temp
Templars though.
Some good blink back there to let the charge shots through.
Very good EMPs.
Oh.
Oh, nice storm landing there. And it just looks like he doesn't have enough.
No, just doesn't have enough here. I think the upgrades are the actual difference here with 3/3 plus 1 shields as well.
Yeah, I think the stalker count is now just too big. And there goes the GG.